I want to take you on a journey of the revelation that God gave me in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32. And I call it the Ephesians 4:32 checklist, okay? It says, what's the first one? Be kind to one another. That's hard when you do not believe how I believe. That's hard when you make racist comments. That's hard when you, okay, I'm trying to stay PG. That's hard when you slept with my man. That's hard when you were the family member that was supposed to protect me. Instead of protecting me, you abused me or abnormally used me. Be kind to one another? What's the next one? What does it say? It says, be tenderhearted? My heart is cold to these. If we're honest, there's certain things that happen to us that turn our heart very cold. Like there's certain things and certain people right now that you can be, and it's so crazy. It doesn't do it for everybody. You can be so sweet and loving to these group of people. And then this person comes along, cold heart. And this is what we've been trying to do in the church, is have an open heart for those who are struggling with abortion, but a closed heart for homosexuals. Uh-oh. I know you don't want to hear it today, but when God's saying be tenderhearted, I don't have to agree to have a tender heart to you. I don't have to believe the same thing you believe to allow there to be compassion that flows out of me for you. But in the church, it has to equal agreement, has to equal acceptance. And Jesus never taught that. So Pastor Mike, how am I kind to one another? Be tenderhearted to one another. Look at the next one. It says forgive one another. Now, I can fake you out and be kind. Y'all know the people, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Tenderhearted, we can fake that. But forgive one another, that's the one that we're going to get to see after this election. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're about to see how we look as the church, not the organization, the organisms. Will you be able to forgive one another after this? After the posts they make? After the mistake they made? Forgive one another? And then he want to remind us of what Jesus did for us. Look at him. God forgave you. Come on. This is easy. God forgave you. And isn't it funny that we never think about our trespasses when it's time for us to forgive somebody else's trespasses? We only think about what they did to us. We never think about what we did to God. I'm going to say it again. We only think about what they did to us. We never think about what our sin, our filth, our wrong thoughts, our mistakes that we're still trying to hide 15 years after it happens. Like, we never think about what we did to God. And what it does is it affects our perception. People do not go to hell for sin. Jesus already paid for that. People go to hell for unbelief. I am preaching. This is the word of God. People don't go to hell for sin. He knew we were going to sin. He knew he put us in a fallen world. He knew all the way back from the garden we wouldn't be able to get this thing right. So he put a plan of forgiveness in place that would allow people to receive the free gift of God with his grace and his forgiveness. So people don't go to hell for sinning. And that's why the church is so backwards, trying to put people in hell for something God didn't put them in hell for. Trying to say, oh, you smoking, or you doing this, or you didn't do this. People don't go to hell for sin. Jesus paid for that. They go to hell for unbelief. That's why I try so hard to get you to understand this gospel. That's why I try, no matter who you slept with or what's going on, that's why I try so hard to say me too. And this is what God's doing in my life. And it's not about perfection, but it's about progression. All I'm doing is believing every day that I can overcome the depression, that every day God did something that I can overcome the anxiety, that every day God can do something to help me not fall to the pornography. This is what God did for us, and it's good news. I went back to Ephesians 4:32 and the checklist. Remember what it said to us? It said, be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgive one another, because God forgave you. The revelation is in reverse. It's, oh, I like that. When you receive, I like this, that God forgave you, then you can forgive one another. Then you're tender-hearted and you can be kind to one another. I came to tell somebody the greatest thing that you can do is receive God's forgiveness for everything that you have done, for everything that you are doing, and for everything that you will do. Because the only way I can give it out is if I get it for myself. I need you to hear the word of God. F you. You have been forgiven ultimately.